Ready?
The most effective treatment we know of for OCD is called exposure and response prevention. The person needs to learn that the things that they're afraid of are not really dangerous. OCD is a neuropsychiatric disorder. These are brain scans, and the parts that are colored show the areas of difference between people who have OCD and another group of people who don't have OCD. Your brain reacts as if a mistake is being made, even when no mistake is being made. It's a false alarm of the brain. The obsession is the thought, the image, the impulse that comes into your brain. It's the signal. The compulsion is that thing that you do to try to make it feel better.
Wow.
So the first step in this is that you got to stop fixing the problem.
And the problem isn't even there, right?
What you're doing is you're chasing something that's not even rational. And this is where exposure comes in. I mean, let's just say that somebody is really, really worried that they're going to catch a terrible disease from this pen. Okay? I think most of us can recognize that there's a fairly straightforward way of testing that, right? Come into contact with that pen. That we're probably going to need to roll it around a little bit so that we can see, oh yeah, you know, I'm not catching a dread disease. But here's the nasty part, and here's where OCD gets so tricky. As soon as you do that, OCD starts coming up with yes, buts.
Yes.
Yes, but, you know, it's just your hand. It's not like it got into your body in any way, which is why eventually you can't just be satisfied with this. You also have to roll it across your face. And you probably have to put it in your mouth.
But then yes, but again, probably, huh?
Don't give me that pen, please.
How many times have you found yourself in this position where somebody tries to talk you out of your OCD?
No.
It doesn't work. Words don't work. What these parts of the brain do respond to, however, is experience. That's where we come in. How you doing over there, Kristen?
I feel like crying.
Because of what we're talking about here?
No, because of your pen.
The pen. Because I got it all dirty and germy. And you're worried that it's making you germy. It's gonna. All right. I don't mean to scare you with the pen. I won't make you touch this pen.
Okay.
And maybe this is another lesson that we probably ought to talk about, which is that everybody's got these clusters of fears. That's what OCD is about. And it's when something is frightening you or seems unpleasant, the way that I want you to handle it is to make a realistic appraisal of its threat value. Realistic. Is this actually going to kill me, or does it just feel that way?
But Dr. Tomlin, I don't care if it kills me, it's gonna kill my mom and my son. I can't have that happen.
No, nor would I want that to happen to you.
You know?
No, I wouldn't be very happy if any of us here died, and I wouldn't be happy if any of our family members died. And I don't think that any of the things that we're gonna do are gonna do that. What I want you to think about is your worst case scenario. That is, if all of your obsessive fears came true and you could not do rituals or compulsions to undo them, what would that be like? I want to give you some time, and I want you to write that down on a piece of paper. And then, when we've all written them down, I'm going to pass this around. It's a recorder. And I want everybody to put their fears in here. Understand?
You mean if the very thing we're trying to prevent actually came to fruition?
That's right. We're facing the fear.
I would die. Okay.
Your brain has a nightmare trapped inside of you. We're going to put that nightmare on paper.
I don't even like writing it down because I'm afraid I'm gonna get that phone call.
I know.
And you want this in the present tense?
It is happening now, sure.
Okay.
kill my son.
It's okay, Tracy. It's just a signal in your brain. That's all it is.
It's not gonna kill my son.
You know the answer to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know the answer.
All right.
All right, you don't need me to tell you. I want it to be a challenge, but not torture. If it's
Okay.
too much, you let me know.
Thank
all right?
you. Okay.
Imaginal exposure means facing a fear that only exists in your imagination. All these people have feared consequences, scary scenarios that they've dreamed up in their heads, things that only exist up here. I'm going to have them visualize those things, hear them, see them, really imagine them. And what we're going to find, just like with everything else, is that that'll feel uncomfortable at first, and then they will start to feel better. I see some people done writing and some people still writing. Where are we in the process? RNA's done. Anybody else done?
Yeah, I'm almost
Cody,
done.
you're done?
I'm finishing this sentence, yeah.
Okay. How about you, Tracy?
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the option. I do think this is an important exercise for you, and I think we should do it. If you feel up to doing it today, great. And if you don't, I'll understand. And we can check in with you at another time, okay?
Thank you.
Right. Now, here's what I want to do. Jerry, read to us what you got into the recorder, and then we'll pass it around.
Because I didn't touch something right or in a certain way, I will lose control. I will end up in jail. I would be locked up.
I have hit and killed a child with my car. I have ruined my life, the lives of my family and friends, and the lives of my victims' family and friends.
I am old, alone, and on the streets thinking bad thoughts, that of a criminal. I am ugly, extremely anxious, and fidgety, and there is no way out until I die, which feels like it can't come soon enough.
I'm a burden. I was normal once. I was a free spirit, and now I'm a shell. I'm absent of emotion and feeling. I'm nothing.
Buildings come crashing down partly because of me. I am forever laden with unimaginable guilt. No wife, no kids. If I do have a wife or kids, they all die or are harmed. That's about it.
Who's feeling something?
I'm really, anxious right now. Hearing everybody's worst fears kind of are adding to mine. They feel like it can happen to me. Getting better just feels like it can't come soon enough.
Yeah, this is hard.
It's hard because I haven't heard people say these things before. It's kind of only heard my own thoughts. And so I just think it's really unfair that we have to go through all this.
Your silence worries me a little.
I don't want to be viewed the way that I'm thinking. I just feel like people are going to look at me and go, you are crazy. We thought you were normal and now you're crazy.
You know what? The path to recovery is not easy. The more you can go in that not easy direction, the better off you're going to be in the long run. You guys all did very, very well today. Get some sleep, because tomorrow we start it up again. See you then.
Kristen? Sorry,
Scared me?
come in.
It's okay.
Group's gonna start in 20 minutes, so
20 minutes? Like, that's enough time for me to brush my teeth and wash my hands.
yeah.
But I will try.